Hey, if you're looking for a fun spot for a drink tonight, there's going to be a cocktail war at Blend in Dorchester. This is part of a preview of the inaugural Big Queer Food Fest at the end of this month. Brianna Pitts joins celebrity chef Karen Akunowicz to talk about it and get a tasty treat from her cookbook.
An exciting week is coming up in Boston. The inaugural Big Queer Food Fest is set for the end of the month. Joining us now to talk about it is a chef who really needs no introduction, Chef Karen Akunowicz, the pasta queen.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for having me today.
We're so excited to have you here at WBZ. This is a really great event. There are almost 40 or so LGBTQ plus chefs taking part in this. It's a week-long event. Tell us a little bit about what people can expect.
Well, Big Queer Food Fest started as a series of pop-ups across the country, and now it is a week-long event in Boston. So there are so many events to participate in. We are kicking off the festival at Bar Volpe. So we are doing a Big Queer Celebrity Chef Dinner.
Fun.
With Chef Melissa King, winner of Top Chef All-Stars, Gabe Bertonacci from Chow House on the Food Network, one of my favorites. And they're coming to cook with me at Bar Volpe. So we are having a huge sit-down dinner to kick off the festival. There is a bartending competition tonight with 8 LGBTQ bartenders who are doing a cocktail showdown. There are drag queens participating. There's a 2-day grand tasting. There's a tea dance. I mean,
my gosh.
This is just the queer food festival of your dreams. It is a big... We gays, we know how to party.
It sounds like so much fun, and it also sounds really delicious. All of this is culminating with the tasting event at High Street, right? Place Food Hall.
So 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, at High Street Place, which has been great partners to the festival. Sponsored by Meet Boston, sponsored by the Boston Globe. And it is going to be a huge weekend-long party. This is one you don't want to miss.
Okay, this sounds like so much fun. You talked a bit about the events that you have going on. There's also the bartending competition tonight, right?
The Cocktail Showdown bartending competition tonight at 8, and it is going to be amazing. We have LGBTQ bartenders facing off for who makes the best cocktail.
How fun!
I know.
Okay, I feel like I know you like an Aperol Spritz, right?
Girl.
Aperol Spritz. I know.
I love an Aperol
Who can make
Spritz.
the best Aperol Spritz?
You're ready.
I work for you. I work for you. Okay, we're gonna get cocktails tonight. First, we have to eat some food.
We have to eat a little food
before we have the cocktails. So, what are we making today?
So today we're making from my cookbook Crave, bold recipes that make you 1 second. We're making crispy smashed potatoes. So can you help me out?
I can.
So we're gonna start. We have boiled these potatoes. In salted water, and you can do that the night before or the day of. This is like a great event dish. It's a very kid-friendly dish.
Totally.
I have a 2.5-year-old. She loves these.
I feel you.
So
Finger foods.
Do you want to help me smash these potatoes?
Totally. And you use fingerlings because it's just easier, right?
I like to use the colored potatoes, the red, purple, and white, just because they're pretty.
Fun.
Fingerlings.
Yeah. Okay.
Baby potatoes, and now they're smashed, and that gives us more surface area. So we're going to start with a hot pan and some good olive oil, and this is my Sicilian olive oil that you can now get at Whole Foods.
How incredible. What has that been like to be able to design that?
It has been one of the most fun and rewarding projects that I've ever done. My partners, Bonafortuna, are amazing partners. We have visited the olive oil groves, the farm.
I was going to say this.
We brought our whole team from Fox & Knife and Bar Volpe, our management teams, out for the harvest last year.
How beautiful!
And just to share that with everybody has been amazing.
It's really cool. I was going to say this must mean a trip to Sicily, right? So I'm glad.
If we have to,
if we must
travel to Sicily and drink Aperol Spritzes in the olive
groves,
we will do it.
Okay, so how long do we cook these for?
So we're going to cook these until cook them about 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, depending on how hot your pan is. We have a good amount of olive oil.
Oops, we're having fun over here. Don't worry about us.
We have a good amount of olive oil in the pan, and we're going to get them nice and crispy. We did a few ahead of time here.
Yep.
And so those are soft and creamy on the inside. They are crispy on the outside, and we're serving them with a little bit of chili mayo.
Okay.
So we can make our own mayo, and in the book I have a recipe for a chili jam, which is awesome. But you know what? If you don't have that store-bought is fine.
Sure.
So what we can do is you can take any of your favorite chili paste, chili crisp, sriracha, sambal, anything like that. You can take a store-bought mayo.
Okay.
And then we go ahead and we're going to add that to whatever your level
of spiciness
is.
What's your spice level?
You know, I'm a medium spice girl. Do you want to whisk that up?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a medium spice girl. I'm married to like a no spicy person.
Oh, that's tough.
So
I am too.
We do what we can.
Yeah,
we do what we can.
I
Make it
know.
a little less spicy. And one of the reasons we serve this on the side is so that you can dip them. They make a great little finger food. So do you want to spoon some of that into our ramekin here while this cook?
Let me do that. Okay.
Beautiful.
I love to dip. It's so much fun, isn't it?
It is.
When something comes with a little sauce.
So this is great. You know, they get really crispy. You can serve them at room temperature. You can serve them hot. Leave that right there.
Okay.
So as these are crisping, I'm going to season them with a little bit. They're well seasoned from the water, but we're going to add some kosher salt, some fresh cracked black pepper, and a little smoked paprika. You're going to smell this right away as it hits the olive oil and it starts to bloom. And that's going to give it a little bit of smokiness. So we have some smokiness, we have spiciness, we have crispy, we have creamy. Everything you want in a crispy snacking dish.
It's hitting.
Right?
I'm smelling it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. You want people to walk into your house and say,
Ooh,
what are you making?
So good. I like this too because it's just so like accessible and simple. Like anyone can do this.
So I was with my publisher recently, and she said, I just made the smashed potatoes from the book again. And I said, oh, do you make them a lot? And she said, I make them all the time. They're my favorite recipe from the book. And I said, they're so simple. And she goes, that's why I love them.
Yeah.
They're delicious and simple.
Simple.
And that's the whole point of Crave. We wanted it to be delicious. We wanted it to be simple. Do you want to slice little scallions?
I would love to. I would love to.
So we can use chives, we can use scallions, and over here we are, I'm gonna start flipping these. These are already like gorgeous and crispy.
Oh, look at that. The nice golden.
Yep. GBD, golden brown and delicious is what we're going for.
Okay.
And this is one of those dishes. This is a crowd pleaser, fan favorite.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it. So you can bring this, you get invited somewhere, you have to bring a dish, you're doing a little potluck. You bring this.
And you get invited back.
And you get invited back, girl. And everyone thinks you're like amazing. You're a rock star.
So good.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna flip these so that they get coated in all of the olive oil, the smoked paprika.
I'm thinking about this for breakfast, like crack an egg over this. I mean,
Perfect.
So yummy, so versatile.
We sometimes call them, we'll say, oh, these are French fries.
Yeah.
To my daughter.
Very
like,
smart.
Yes,
You have to tell toddlers whatever
Listen,
for them to eat.
We're all out here just doing our best and feeding our family, feeding our kids.
Yep. We truly are. And they're hard to negotiate with sometimes.
Oh my gosh. It's like whatever you have to say, right? I'm like, ooh, French
And I can't,
fries.
the meals your toddler must get to experience, and she doesn't even probably know yet.
No, she doesn't know.
She has no idea.
I was cooking for her once, and I was like using tongs, and in the kitchen, she goes, oh, like ratatouille. And my spouse was like, do you know that Mama's a chef? And she was like ratatouille.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yes,
right,
just like ratatouille.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to garnish us? Sprinkle a little. So we can use chives, we can use green scallions. You can use whatever herb you want. These would be great with cilantro.
Totally. I'm a little messy, but you know,
we love
we go.
It's perfect.
Should we dig in?
I think so.
Okay. All right, let's see.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna get in right here. I'm gonna cut this in half because that was ambitious. Okay.
Yes, a little
Scallion dip. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that perfect with an Aperol spritz, an aperitif, a little cocktail, a little snacking food, drinking food?
Wow.
We love that.
And that took less than 10 minutes.
Right. We just did it. We cooked the potatoes ahead of time, and this is so simple. Anybody can make this recipe.
This is insane. I'm going to ask you another question while I eat, and you can answer it because I get to eat more food while you talk. Another great part of this whole event is combining food with philanthropy.
Yes.
So talk about that aspect of it.
I mean, I think that anytime that we can do the things that we love, we can cook for people, we can celebrate, we can bring amazing artisans and chefs and bartenders and somms and drag queens together and do a little bit of good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the work in the world, right? When we get to do the things we love and we get to share that with other people and we get to contribute in meaningful ways. That's what we're all really here
That's what it's
for.
all about.
Yeah, and celebrating and supporting queer artists who historically have been erased, not spoken about, to bring folks into the light, to not have it be a side panel, a side discussion, and to really bring these chefs and these makers and artisans into the light. It's just so important.
Yeah. Chef, you're an inspiration
Oh my
to
gosh, stop it.
the queer community. I mean, just everyone, to Boston, to everyone who's kind of looking at what you've been able to do and what you've become. And so you're just incredible. These potatoes are incredible. Thank you so much for coming in, and be sure to go out and support Boston's first Big Queer Food Fest starting on April 28th.